Okay, we are live, and today's question and conversation is what have I learned? Or if I had a time machine, I could go back. What have I learned around hiring of the first 10 employees? Now, this is an interesting one because in my first two agencies, the teammates that were in the first 10 employees stuck with us for years and years and years because the size of the agencies only grew by 2.5 times that initial 10 people. So agency number one, 25 to 30 teammates, agency number two, 20 to 30 teammates. And at that size of growth over a long period of time, one thing that you don't naturally notice is truly outgrowing the talent and also them feeling that the company has outgrown them, meaning like so many SOP processes, workflow changes, because it's growing at such scale that it feels uncomfortable. So I'm going to parking lot that type of organization because my answer is going to be more predicated to get leverage. Get leverage, um, first 10 employees came on board only 18 months ago. Now at 115 employees, what have I learned? The what I have learned is that your first 10 employees are actually the molder and the base to the culture. If I were to give advice to a younger me, or again, think about it doing it all over again, what's most important to understand is those teammates are most likely going to be generalists. And what you're really looking for are those that are willing to dig ditches with you. You're not working in the clouds yet. You're not working on the business yet. You're just trying to get the rocket built and maybe get it off the tarmac. And so everybody's ditch digging. And because everybody's ditch digging, everybody's a generalist. And what's more important than being amazing at one thing is being willing to be the chief bottle washer of anything. Pick up any ball that's fallen, and as a unit and as a team, you're like a little platoon. You're willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. That then sets your cultural foundation to which you can start to set like the vision of what are the pillars to your culture? What are your values? As an example, one of the major values for Get Leverage is overt communication. That came with the first 10 of us believing of rapid response to customers, truthful response to customers, proactive response to customers. These sort of details, the first 10 employees will teach that to other people. If you don't have those first 10 teammates that are able to transfer the values to the next 10 and the next 10, the next 10, the next 10, it all falls apart. So the advice that I would give is they're almost some people might have very specific skills that are specialists that get hidden and can reemerge in the future. But most importantly, willing to dig a ditch, willing to answer the bell and the call of anything and everything that needs to get done will get done. And that then sets the cultural tone to where you can engrave your values. From there, that's when it becomes a who, not how. The who's, your existing teammates at 10, can help you evaluate how you start to get to role specialization. So in marketing, you start to get to event marketing and paid media. And in sales, you start to segment the roles: SDRs, AEs, account managers, product innovation teammates. In finance, you had one person that maybe entered everything into a spreadsheet. Then you had somebody that became an expert at QuickBooks and Zero. Then you had somebody that was an expert in FP&A. Then you have accounts receivables and accounts payables. And you start to do role specialization. But to summarize this question, again, what would I tell my younger self? What have I learned about hiring the first 10 teammates? They are your cultural foundation, your pillars, to which nothing is off limits. There is no working hours. There is no job descriptions. Everything gets done. You work as a platoon, and that platoon will codify or codify the three or four things that are the most important values to the growing the business. You will then document those as a unit, and you will teach that to your next